Hello and welcome back to another story. In today's story, we have a horror story for you to listen about a mansion that is deep in the forest, and the villagers um say that it is haunted and contains um, malevolent forces inside, and the mansion is depicted with a black uh, door. And one day, three teenagers from the village decide that it's just a myth and decided to explore. Stay tuned to find out what they found out in the mansion. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you uh, have a title for me to turn into a story, as you know, you can leave them in the comments below. Uh, as usual, until next time, stay safe. Peace.
In the heart of the quaint, fog-shrouded village of Hallowend stood an ancient, ivy-covered mansion. Its stone walls whispered secrets, and its tall, narrow windows stared like eyes. Among its many mysteries, one stood out, a door, thick and black, located in the basement. The townsfolk called it the Door of Shadows. Legend had it that this door should never be opened, for it guarded a malevolent force that had been sealed away centuries ago. Despite the warnings, the mansion drew the curious and the reckless. One misty evening, three friends from the village, Anna, Mark, and Lucas, decided to explore the mansion. Fueled by tales of hidden treasures and forgotten history, they navigated its eerie halls until they found themselves standing before the Door of Shadows. The door was unlike any they had seen before. Made of ancient, dark wood and bound with iron, it seemed to pulse with a foreboding energy. An inscription above it read, "To open is to invite doom." Yet, their youthful arrogance and the thrill of the unknown overshadowed the clear warning. Mark, the boldest of the three, stepped forward. "It's just an old door," he scoffed, "there's probably nothing behind it." Ignoring the uneasy glances from Anna and Lucas, he grasped the heavy iron handle and pulled. The door creaked open with a deafening groan, releasing a rush of cold, stale air. Darkness spilled out, thick and impenetrable. As they peered inside, the shadows seemed to writhe and whisper, beckoning them forward. Unsettled but intrigued, they stepped into the abyss. The basement, once cold and silent, transformed into a labyrinth of twisting corridors and echoing voids. Strange, ghostly lights flickered in the distance, illuminating grotesque, shifting forms. Suddenly, the walls seemed to close in, and a chilling voice filled the air. "You were warned, yet you opened the door. Now, face the doom you have unleashed." Panic set in as the friends realized they had awoken something ancient and evil. Anna screamed as phantom hands clawed at her. Mark tried to find the way back, but the corridors twisted and turned, leading nowhere. Lucas, trembling, could feel his sanity slipping as the whispers grew louder, revealing dark, personal secrets that gnawed at his soul. Desperate, they ran through the maze, but the mansion had changed. It was alive, a living nightmare feeding off their fear. Shadows morphed into monstrous shapes, pursuing them relentlessly. One by one, the friends were separated, their screams echoing through the halls. Anna, her heart pounding, found herself cornered in a small, dimly lit room. The shadows closed in, suffocating her with their presence. In her final moments, she realized the true nature of the mansion. It was a prison for the darkness, and by opening the door, they had become its new prisoners. Mark and Lucas fared no better. Mark, lost and disoriented, stumbled into a room filled with mirrors. Each reflection showed him twisted, grotesque versions of himself, mocking and tormenting him until he could no longer distinguish reality from nightmare. Lucas, alone in the pitch black, was driven mad by the relentless whispers and unseen horrors that clawed at his mind. Days later, the villagers noticed the mansion had grown even darker, as if absorbing the fear and despair of its latest victims. No one dared to approach it, and the story of the three friends became a cautionary tale, a grim reminder of the consequences of arrogance and curiosity. The door of shadows remained, ever watchful, waiting for the next foolish soul to ignore the warnings and unleash the doom within.